Plaintiff, Tidy Dillard, says he and the defendant dated on and off, despite their nearly 20-year age difference. Tidy claims he allowed the defendant and her children to move in with him, and while there, he caught her with another man in his bedroom. Tidy suing for unpaid rent and a security deposit. Defendant Erica Wright insists she and Tidy were never more than friends, and he treats her like a child. Erica claims after she moved in with Tidy, he refused to give her a key to the apartment, and he even gave her a curfew. Erica says she never agreed to pay rent, and Tidy's only suing because she refused to date him.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
And sir, you're suing your ex-girlfriend for $3,050 for unpaid rent and a security deposit?
Yes, sir.
Start with you. Give me a little background.
Well, me and Erica, we dealt with each other. We dated for like 6 years.
That's not true.
Off and on. We dated.
That is not true,
Okay.
Tidy.
You seem like a more mature gentleman. How old are you?
Yeah, I mean, 45,
And how old is she?
28.
But we wasn't in a relationship, Your Honor.
45. Oh, sugar daddy. You know you're supposed to pay this. You're talking about gonna charge you some rent. He has a lot of nerve, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He
but
done
we
lost
never-
his mind, hasn't he?
His right mind. His left.
I'm with her. Charge her some rent. Tell me about these 6 years.
Well,
I'm half jealous, too. You?
I'm jealous.
Just kidding. I wouldn't have anything different than my beautiful wife. Go ahead.
Right. Well, we was together off and on for 6 years.
No, it was not.
Let him
Tidy.
finish, ma'am, and then I'll give you
in the process of 6 years, some things happened. So I let her come live with me, and Erica has no filter. And what no filter means, she does what she want to do, when she want to do, and how she want to do it. She done had people come stay with me without asking. She done had her ex-boyfriend in my house. She done had her kid's father in my house or whatever. And
you'd come there and her ex would be there.
Well, I one particular time I came home and her ex was in my room.
You wasn't even living there.
Her ex was in my room, and he tried to run to the other room.
What do you want to tell me?
First of all, this man is 20 years older than I am.
That's why you shouldn't be paying no rent.
Exactly. He treats me like a child. I have no key to that
You
apartment.
are here.
I'm on a curfew.
You
and
should
all of that.
be,
Like,
as long as you are. Go ahead. What else?
We was never in a relationship. This is a friendship.
But Judge, no,
situation.
How many people?
Quiet. It's a business deal. Go ahead.
We was never in a relationship, but we were friends. Okay, we were friends for years. But the 2 years that I lived with him, he felt like I was there for 2 years, then we're just in a relationship.
He had it twisted. You didn't just break it down to him?
I guess I didn't get.
Look, do you see this 25-year-old young man? And now look at yourself in the mirror. Who do you really think deserves to be with me?
Oh, she picked the right.
Only difference is he's broke and you got plenty money. You should have just broke it down to him like
I did. He don't understand or something.
You don't understand
He don't
that?
understand.
No,
He
she
treats me
didn't.
like a
No, she
child.
didn't. No.
He treats me like a child. I'm 28 with kids, okay? I need a key to the house to get in. He's taking my things. He want me to leave,
Judge,
so why are you
no,
taking my things?
She's
he hold my
coming.
stuff for
She
hiding.
leave.
Quiet. Did he buy you bags and shoes and jewelry and all that?
Okay, but that's what you're supposed to do
He
when
did?
you say you love somebody. If you love me, then that. But you saw me today. But he say he loved me and all this. No, he does not. Okay, this was a friendship thing.
Did you tell him you loved him?
Yeah, I love him. Of course I do. He's
You love
been
him
there
when he
when
got
I
that
was
free rent. In them shoes and bags.
No, it ain't even about the materialistic things because he's supposed to do that anyways if he wanted to be with me.
But-
At the second thing is,
So, Judge, so I can. So,
Let her finish. You knew what you were getting into.
he knew what he was getting into.
All that gray hair on your head. You got this young girl here. And you think
He
you're
asked
supposed
me
get
to
some
move
free-
with him, and he knew what type of situation that I was in. Okay, he want me to leave. He'll hold my stuff hostage. He'll take my keys to my car.
That's a
He-
story. When she first came there, I explained to her that no one lived there for free. It has nothing to do with age.
What'd
There
she
was
say?
no agreement.
It has nothing to do with age.
How long ago was it?
As the 14th, they moved in 2014, May of 2014.
And you told her no one stays there for free?
Right. So
All
she
right.
lived
And
with-
how much
so-
has she paid in those 3 years?
None. Zero. Zilch.
That is
And
a
20
lie,
So what did
Your
that
Honor.
tell you?
And
I paid up to
What did that
$450.
In 28 months, she has paid nothing.
What was the agreement on rent? What was the amount?
All I was going to charge her was $100 a month so she can get herself together and get all the things she had to do done. And that's all I asked for, to help me pay the bills. Just give me $100 a month. And there was no money given.
When did you begin asking and telling her that she was delinquent?
Right
I didn't wanna be with
after
him.
income
After I didn't wanna
after
be with him.
income tax
That's enough,
after
man.
income tax
Which income tax? First year, second year, third year?
It's been 3 income taxes and no money.
So I didn't
three-
pay you no money.
it's been
I didn't
three.
pay
One
you no
income
money,
tax.
Tidy. You're sitting up there lying, Tidy. So I
Ma'am.
didn't pay up to $450.
It's been 3 income tax, like I said.
Tell me the other amounts you're suing
And
for.
as far as my deposit is concerned, I came in the house, and when I came in the house, her and another man was in my room with the door shut. His shoes were off, and she was getting extra comfortable too. They had just got mind you, they had both been drinking, and that's where this leads up to, where she had been drinking. I came in there. The dude started crying because I came in there.
He was drunk.
or whatever. Long story short, we went outside, and
He was a crying drunk. They have some folks like that. They have such a thing as a crying drunk. Yeah, they get drunk and just start crying over whatever.
Well, he was trying to convince me that she was doing him wrong or whatever. He took her keys and he jumped in her driver's side, and then I sat.
You jumped in my driver's side.
I sat down. I sat down there with him.
He jumped in my
You
driver's
sat
side.
down there to comfort the man who was moving on your woman.
It's okay.
No, Judge.
Stop
Judge.
lying.
No,
Stop lying,
no.
Ty.
Tell me what you sat down there to do.
No, I sat on the passenger side. He sat on, and he was already drunk. He said, let's take her car, and I was like, I was like, at first I said, come on, man, let's do it. I said, no, I ain't gonna take her car. Next thing I hear, a smash. My first window come out, smash. I said, Erica, what
Tidy,
are you
so you
doing?
weren't leaving in my
and
car.
Then the third
You
window,
and him was not leaving in my car.
Then the third window smashed, and then I goes up. She's smashing out the front window in the front of the house or whatever. So, long story short, when I was trying to move, I went on ahead and tried to replace these windows myself, but it wasn't good enough because the blinds, and I have pictures for that also. The blind.
All right, let me see them. Ma'am, what do you say to this?
Sir.
Rent and then the damage or the incident that he's referring to.
I don't feel like I owe him anything because he knew that I was going through the financial distress that I was going through. He knew what he was getting into before he asked me to come move with him. He felt like within those 2 years with me just being around him, then we were in a relationship. We were never in a relationship ever, at all, ever. No. Not one time. Okay, this man is controlling. He took my car keys. Him and my friend jumped in my car. This man thinking that I'm doing whatever I'm doing. I'm sitting in there just chilling. With one of my friends,
No,
he
it sounds
comes
like you were
in,
at least rubbing his
busts
feet.
in the door,
What was he
bam,
doing with his
busts
shoes
the
off?
door down with
What was he doing with his shoes off?
We was chilling.
Right.
He comes in the back door, boom, busts the back door open and all that. He could have came through the front. You had a key. He came through the back door.
Well, Judge.
Like he was
That's
sneaking
enough,
up
Judge.
on me and
Let her
everything.
give her side.
So, you know what I mean? I
said, I heard you say, however, that you had given him some money for rent in the past.
Yes, I have given him money. I have given him up to $450.
For what?
When I got my income tax, I gave him $200 because
For
that's
rent?
all for whatever he needed it for. I've given him food stamps so we can cook. You know what I mean? We gotta eat.
Okay.
We still gotta eat. You know what I mean?
The
Whether it's food
$450
or
wasn't. The $450 was not for rent.
It was for whatever he needed for
All
a
right.
bill.
All right. She stayed with you for 3 years and you let it go by without her paying a dime. Now suddenly when you break up, you want all this money from her. And secondly, she admits to giving you some money. And thirdly, you're sitting in there crying, you and the man. You left that part out. How old was he? 70?
No.
I was getting confused thinking these young women like y'all for real.
Well,
I do love him, though.
Come on with that.
I really do love him. He has been there through a lot of
Well,
my
then say that's
hard
what you
times.
love. Say I love him being there.
but,
Not only
but
just
judge,
being
but
there.
judge, but judge.
Go hug him and kiss him then.
No, because
Dave, thank you.
I ain't right now. No.
And ma'am, the security deposit for the damages you caused, and I know you did it, and didn't you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Your
I
Honor.
know
I
all
did.
about. I know you.
I did it.
I know without even knowing you. $250 is your judgment, sir. I'm not granting you any rent money. This woman stayed with you with her kids for 3 years, gave you $450, $250 for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
He wanted to sue me and he got nothing, you know, and I just feel like I don't owe him anything and I just hope we could be friends one day, but if not, oh well.